Greetings everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah and I'm here to bridge the gap between science and spirituality by means of healing and self-care practices. Last Sunday we entered a full moon in Leo, which was all about harvesting our intentions from the previous new moon in Aquarius. If you've been feeling emotional the past few days, it's no surprise. With the full moon in Leo, emotions have been stirring, and we often need time to process these feelings and understand them before we can move forwards. When the emotions come up, we really have to avoid being so hard on ourselves. It's easy to get stuck in this thought loop where your mind keeps telling you things about yourself or things about your situation and getting lost in it. It's kind of like a rabbit hole. This is all very important to the topic of discussion this week, which is the throat chakra, the energy channel that's responsible for communication and expression of self, expression of feelings and thought processes, expression of truth, the ability to align your thoughts with feelings and express it into your reality. In Sanskrit, the throat chakra is called Vishuddha, and it's ruled by Saturn, and its element is ether or air. The throat chakra governs the larynx, esophagus, throat, windpipe. So it makes sense that the element that represents the throat chakra would be ether or air, because we're manipulating air in order to create sound, pull wind from the center of our being, and create a vibration which creates words into our reality. The throat chakra becomes blocked when we are not able to speak our truth. When we feel like we don't have a voice, we feel like we're not heard or we're not able to express our feelings and thoughts. If someone has a blocked throat chakra, they're going to have a difficult time expressing themselves, expressing how they feel. It's difficult for them to tell the truth. They end up telling white lies more frequently. They're afraid of their response from other people, might feel inhibited by the presence of others, feeling small in the company of others, maybe people that are more vocal and more expressive of where they are. On a physical scale, a blocked throat chakra could lead to sore throats, thyroid issues, maybe underactive or overactive thyroid, neck and shoulder pain, and speech deficits. The throat chakra is the vortex where the intelligence of the mind is able to meet the intelligence of the heart to allow the expression of one's thoughts and feelings to come into alignment. A lot of the times what we think and what we feel are not always the same thing. We get stuck in this feedback loop in our thoughts, in this rabbit hole of thoughts, and oftentimes they're self-deprecating. When we speak out loud about what we're thinking, it's often not the same thing as what we had been thinking a few minutes ago. When we're in our head, we're using our thinking mind and we're not tapping into our feelings. When we're stuck in that thought pattern loop, we're only thinking thoughts. We're not actually tapping into our feelings. So expressing out loud, even just to yourself, how you feel and what your thoughts are will allow your thoughts and your emotions and your feelings to integrate with each other, give you a more thorough understanding of where you are and how you're feeling. Heart chakra has a particular vibration and it's unique to its own, as does the third eye chakra have its own vibration. So when these two energies come together, they create a current that meets in the throat chakra, and it brings the two centers into alignment. It allows the heart and the third eye to integrate within the throat chakra and express our truth and to create understanding of where we're at emotionally and in our thought processes. Our thoughts have their own vibration and our feelings have their own vibration. When you bring these two currents of vibration together and they meet in the throat chakra, it creates a whole new vibration. So that's why it's so important to speak how you're feeling and to also talk about what you're thinking, because a lot of the times what you're feeling and what you're thinking are not in complete alignment, and they need to have an interaction with each other for you to gain understanding of where you are. Having a practice where you emphasize intentional speaking is very, very essential to conveying how you feel to others and gaining a sense of understanding. Sometimes we need to be less responsive and more receptive before we proceed with generating words. It's good to work on your listening skills and allow other people to speak. Give yourself time to process what you're hearing and allow it to integrate into your system. Sometimes when we speak out of impulse, then we say things that we don't really mean and we end up hurting other people and ourselves. So understand that sometimes you have to say things that might hurt others to hear, but if you do it in such a way that's intentional and you're not doing it to harm anyone, you're not holding back your truth, then you're living a life of intention, which is gonna generate a better life experience for you. You'll be able to express who you are and be truthful to yourself and to others. You won't have to hoard all these feelings to yourself and then try to work through them alone. You can connect to others on a much deeper level. In my next video, I'll be delving into how to unblock the energy within the throat chakra. I'll be offering tools and techniques to help you open up your center of expression and to allow you to speak your truth. Thanks for tuning in. Peace, love, and pure vibrations.